Niswing pa sa kantikon GARO HILLS NEWS24 channel owner mjaksowa. Dani kata bichongrangde. Meghalaya Congress Assembly o MLA saksabadong jaha. GARO HILLS Autonomous District Council o kamkagaparang na. Jas otprigini yung plona ba dor maharanggon jani bidengo. MPCC ni Working President Deborah C. Marak. Ruling party ko matnanga. Chhattisgarh Catholic nan sakani aru michik bisa sakatam ko. Bajrang dal ni mani bidengo. Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee jigale watpulchina dabiya. Opposition Lugaba Dr. Muku Sangma, Adoko Nyamgri Koila Choani Kamranko Kaani Bidungo, Sorkariko Matnanga, Skorong Minister Konat K. Sangmani Redlingapa, Sorkarini Inner Line Permit Ko Rabana Gisik Nangi Kam Kajani Bidungo, Opposition Lugapa Matnanga, Opposition Lugaba Dr. Muku Sangma, GHDCO Kam Kagaparangna, Jas Hotpriguni Plona Bador Maharangko Jani Bidungo Jaringanigo Parakata. Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee ne Working President Deborah C. Marak, Ruling Party ko GARO HILLS Autonomous District Council o kam kagaparang na jas utprigini yung plona ba dormharang ko jani bidingo matnanga ha. Dakyong ingon marak ni aga na ni kitade, yan kema katna ninggapa administrative ni kam katna gisik nanggi jani yung nga ni aga na nga ha.
Daalo bisong term gemek dolmaha ko orna manjaha district council ko kanyo na main suruburu ungaha daalo niat kense mo ode jatni songni manderangni mukhango jatna songna ya asset ungjainga ha liability unga ha mamang ko development ko dakke ona manjaha development ko na agwal po wamang ni nama kamrang ko na dalo gwal po andi ba alo an tang nan salary ko wamang ona manjainga ayan man ple dalo district council ni mismanagement ongani ko kam kana choligi jani ko dalo ancheng nakatna matenga dalo staff rang ni safeng thwani rang ko staff rang ni nakani ko salary mangi jani ko corruption ko mismanagement ko nakatwara mang da alo ya chol dunga aro provision ba dunga da alo election announce kuja the governor's rule ko rabana mangens mo ode governor antang jakko rae district administration sason ka atnana mangens mo ode yan nambat kencham mainan dike da kapa obossa election na kung ongang games mo ode may dake election ko ongakken daalo biso atang na staff nan salary na majori may dake daalo ya existing MDC rangara contest kagen yagma ko niate nakate observe kai sanga congress party ni gata daalo sanga ya government ko request kanaska ya government governor rules ko nananga alternative donga maina provision no dongani gumansa daalo congress party ya ko molmolenga aro ya ko daalo government na pressure ko moninga
Dr. Mukul M. Sangma, Sorkari ni Autonomous District Council rangko bulgriatani bidingo sungdawani ko takanga ha. Wandagi Sangma, Meghalaya adoko, Autonomous District Council ni bulgriangani bidingo jajringani baksa sungani rangko takaha. Dakyong ingon, wa GHDCO kam kagaparang ni, jas hotbrigini yung plona ba wamangni dormaha ko manpujani gaman jajringi janapani ko takanga ha. Aro ya obosta, adok gemek na niknikani ko rabana mukhangani gaman mukrakatani ko nangaha.
Very distressing situation which has unfolded pertaining to the almost crippling situation of GARO HILLS Autonomous District Council. You are all aware that particularly the employees of GARO HILLS Autonomous District Council have been off and on resorting to some kind of peaceful educational program to draw the attention of the authorities concerned, particularly the state government, in respect of the suffering that they were subjected because of non-receipt of their salaries. It is a matter of concern that the employees of the GARO HILLS Autonomous District Council were subjected to all kinds of mental agony and we can understand how a person will be subjected to in terms of mental distress if one has to struggle, in spite of being an employee of a government institution, to have 2 square meals for their loving children and also to educate their children. A matter has been flagged before the people through various available means of communication to draw the attention of the government pertaining to non-payment of the salary by the employees of the agencies. And the fact is that for last 42 months, the employees have not been paid salary. So you can understand the quantum of financial distress that these employees must have been subjected to, with its own ramification thereof. And at the same time, it is not just the question of the kind of agonizing experiences to which the employees are subjected, but also the impact of this on the overall functioning and administration of the ATCs. When the employees who are vested with the responsibility of attending to all kinds of official duties for the effective administration and functioning of the GATC, GARO Hills Autonomous District Council, which is vested with the responsibility of implementing all necessary programs and policies as mandated under the 6th Schedule of the Constitution. Now, the impact of these can be somehow understood by each one of us as to how the ADC in respect of GARO Hills Autonomous District Council may be really functioning. And because of this, how the common man, the people who had different works with the ADCs are affected. The employees have been in agitation since 7th of this month, today's 31st. And it is quite distressing to see that till now, the authorities concerned in the ADCs and the government have not come out with any kind of positive response, reflecting the quantum of insensitivity towards resolving this problem. Now, what is the importance of these autonomous district councils?
Chhattisgarh Catholic nan sakani mechik bisa sakatam aro wamangmang riang phagpa mi asako bajrang dalni rupmani bidingo Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee rakin jegalangaha. Dakyong ingon wamangni yan nan sakani ko rupmani bidingo MPCC ni matangani getadi wamangko rupmani kragapa bewalongja yan kalstekani saunga aro wamangni ya kamara constitutional right baksana religion freedom ko pheani onga ni aganaha. Wandake ya sakani nanrangko bakan watpulchina MPCC Chhattisgarh Sorkari ko dabiyangaha.
We nalo Chhattisgarh Catholic missionary rangi sakni nan aru warang baksa sakatham mandirangko wamang arrest kaaha police lokapo donengaha daalo anseng dal begapa democracy ni nang odongi daalo anseng andaki dakapa bias ongapa aro anseng ni minority rangi religion ba culture rangko daalo mamang dakeba khasani donggi jagapa yang government ko central government ko angas kangapa condemn kana ska aro daalo AICC ni congress ni member rang ya victim rang ko nina ba riangaha victim rang ko grongaha legally ba ngo kemakta ba ngo sunga daalo congress party ni kata yarang ko dakchakinga dakchakang kugen andi ba yan dukong beani nga anga Meghalaya state ni chief minister Conrad Sangmani ba uni cabinet colleague rangi condemn kaani ko anga hanapza dalo chief minister rangba saksa Christian nga aro biya anthangba Catholic missionary ni mande saksa nga uni kaman dalo nga Mr. Conrad Sangma ko ansingni chief minister ko nga molmol panas kinga ka sa pa strong message ko Chhattisgarh government na onat phabo aro ya sathing twing pa nan jian angsangna nangdake ona jian kangal rangna sutri rangna nangdake oning asam yarang ko protect kana ta support kana ta rakke anak pasina nga chipini sarkoba yasomayo ngamula
Opposition dilgapa Dr. Mukul Sangma adoko niamgri khoila cho e khamarangko khaani bidingo adok sorkari ko matanga ha. Nakyong ingon wa Supreme Court ni appoint kagapa committee ni khoila cho ani bidingo sandir keteya chmong gaman khoila rangni gama ani gaman ba jana panga ha. Wandaki Sangma adok ni biaprang je khai maukastyang aru ribohoi jolo niamgri khoila rangko cho ani gaman ba jana pa ha.
It is not the first instance of similar report. You were with me. The friends from media were with me in West Giants, where it was reflected that there were, as per the official assessment of the coal which were deposited on those your coal depots in West Giants. Subsequently, what happened? They disappeared. It was no longer there. I took up the issue with Government of Meghalaya. I wrote personally to the then Chief Secretary of the state of Meghalaya. But what is happening is that they have scripted, because I have always referred to these well-scripted modus operandi. This is the part of their well-scripted modus operandi. It is not new, because it is known. It is not something which is new or something which is surprising. It is happening. And for that matter, I will ask all the authorities concerned, including Justice Kataki, to go and see other coal depots where the inventory has reflected the quantity of such coal in those areas where the coal has been declared to be still there for lifting. Not only that, even in respect of those quantity of coal which were subjected to auctioning in other parts of the coal-bearing districts, that also need to be verified physically. Therefore, it has become necessary. It has become necessary, and then put an end to this illegal modus operandi of this whole scripted whatever modus operandi they have with impunity been allowing to somehow go unpunished by the law.
Skorong Minister Khonat K Sangmani Redelingpa Sorkari ni inner line permit ko rabana kamarangko kaani bidingo opposition dilgaba Dr. Mukul Sangmani agana ni gitadi ye sorkari ni kuchakani rang ongramai gabasa maina yano kaketani aro daito orani dongja ni matnanga ha. Wandaki ya somayo wa Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act ni bidingo ba janapanga ha.
Now, if you are specifically talking about MRSSA, Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act, 2016. Now, you go clause by clause, section by section. Then you will see the intent of the act is to protect the interests of our people, to address number of concerns pertaining to the protection of interests of our Jaipunri. You see, now I can see that there are lots of discussion, some kind of narrative on MRSSA, Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act. Some started referring to this act as an effective tool, effective act, effective provision of law to protect our the interests of our people, and also to protect our interests from the perspective of the need to maintain the the current demography of the state. Those are based on the how people have read the law and how they have understood the intent of the law and efficacy, applicability, effectivity of the law in from all perspectives. Now you have to look at the law comprehensively, not in isolation, pertaining to each and every section, but each and every section, how you again aggregate them and then have its effective collective impact in as far as its application is concerned. Now I can see that some people have expressed as to whether this law can deal with influx because it doesn't mention influx. I think these things need to be discussed properly to really make everyone understand the actual intent, efficacy, applicability, and effectivity of this act in as far as these concerns are concerned. Now, influx. Influx relates to movement of people from state to state, entering into another state and residing in that state. It is not up to the state legislature to uh, look at the mandate of the constitution beyond what is within the legislative jurisdiction as per the mandate of the constitution. Now, therefore, certain things have to be left to parliament because it is not within the legislative domain of the state legislature. Therefore, when you are as a legislator making an act, it is a tightrope walking when it comes to these issues. Therefore, I have on a number of occasions referred to the kind of tightrope walking that we had to do at the time of scripting this whole act. I, being the author of this act, I know how tightrope walking is so difficult. Because at one point, you are to, as a legislator, address those concerns, and at another angle, you have to understand that you cannot overstep. You cannot somehow go beyond your legislative jurisdiction as a state legislature.
메갈라야 콩그레스 애셈블리요 MLA saksaба dongjaha aru ye dingthanganirang MPCC President Vincent H. Palani party ko redalani somayong inga ndakyong ingon ya ubosarang Dr. Mukul Sangmani Trinamool Congress ona sakchi sa legislature rang baksa napangani jamanong inga aru daodi wamangba sakbunga MLA rang sandongaya ha wanake MPCC Working President Deborah C. Marak party na chaki aganani ko dakingon aru uni aganani gitade wamang Chura Lok Sabha State ko MLA aru MDC donggijaba matnaha maina Congress dol jakhamonisa kham khainga ani aganaha wasanong agija Deborah C. Marakni party uni ongkhatanggapa MLA rangko aganani gitade pangbataan bilko matnaske sa ongkhatangaha ani parakataha.
Congress is not sinking ship. Okay, let them talk. If it was so, why we won GARO Hills MP election without MLAs, without MDCs, Congress MLAs. We won MP election. We could not do it in 2 constituency only. Who is met the leaders? Public, the people. When people will vote for Congress, definitely there will be a power, there will be a leader. So when you take the responsibility, you are leader. There are many Congress leaders. Do you think only when you become a chief ministers, okay, when you hold power, money power, that time only you will say yourself a leader? No. Today I am working for the people. I am working in the grassroots level. I am looking after my people. I am concerned for the people of GARO Hills. I am concerned for the people of Meghalaya. That is called leader. It's not that I am sitting on the chair. You cannot even pay 1 month's salary for the district council. Will you say you are a leader? So it is not said, it is not done. Here, when you say Congress doesn't have a leader, there are many leaders in the party. Yes, Congress, we are not in the position to run the government. That's why people are looking at that way. No, it is wrong. We never say they don't have a leader when they were in the opposition. So same thing. It is politics. Sometimes it is up, sometimes it is down. But you should not forget, you should not stop. You must work for the people.
Dalni khoborang de yarangsan khoborang ni gaman nambate winas kinchmode Meghalaya News24.com oni ko ni nagta mangen sakanti ko ni sohani na matela